After one of the most tumultuously bizarre weekends of recent memory, um, where anything that could happen actually did, I thought, well, let's make the first reaction kind of the same.
It's time for reaction. Welcome in. Old School Nerd.
As hard as it is for me to describe and try to explain the Church of the Cosmic Skull, it's apropos to then discuss my entire weekend in the same way. For all of you who sent me well wishes last night and this morning in reference to the family emergency I had yesterday, thank you so much. My mother is okay. Scared us really, really bad. Apparently, she either had low blood sugar or she had a spell, and she was unconscious before she hit the ground, but she did hit the ground. She fractured her face. She had to have some stitches. They're going to be checking on her neurological function, and the neurologist is going to want to make sure she didn't, break anything more than it was already broken. Let me make that, yeah. Now, thank you for all of that. Okay. As far as the weekend went, the weekend was incredible. Mike Alvarado and his son Josh are here. We've been spending some time. Crawfish boil. We had a cookout yesterday. We put all 151 flags out, and we came to a realization we're going to need a lot more. Come to find out, a lot of the cemeteries down here, until the Vietnam War, there weren't really any dedicated cemeteries to veterans. So the common practice of putting flags out at veteran cemeteries, we really didn't have any of those until the Vietnam War. So a lot of the people who were lost in the service during World War I, World War II, the Korean War, and even some in the Vietnam War are just in regular cemeteries, church cemeteries around the area. And we got through 1, 2, 3. We got to our 4th cemetery with 3 more still left to go, and we were out of flags. That's how many amazing people gave everything, and we couldn't honor them all. So we're going to do it again next year, of course, but we're going to try to up the ante. We're going to start raising money for flags probably like at the beginning of the year and make sure we have plenty for all of them. We even get some local volunteers to help us put them out, because as amazing and rewarding of an experience it was, I just felt like we can do more, and I think we will. That being said, we come back. While we were out putting the flags up for Memorial Day, I'd stopped by the place where my father was buried and also where my mother will be buried. In fact, her tombstone's already there. It just has her name, but it doesn't have her date of death yet because she's still alive. And I made the joke to my sister last night as we were coming back from the hospital after everything had kind of calmed down. She looked at me. I looked at her and I said, because she knew that we had went everywhere and she knew we were doing while we were doing it. And she thought it was awesome. And I said, I got to be honest with you, Rhonda. My sister's name is Rhonda. I said, I will probably never visit Mother's grave again, because every time I do, she takes it like a personal challenge. And she tries to, no, but she didn't mean to have a problem last night. So for all of you who showed up at the Dungeons and Dragons stream last night, I'm sorry we had to end it abruptly. Thank everyone who showed up. Thank all of you for your kind words, your supportive comments. I have so many direct messages going, not, hey, can you do this reaction for me? Not, hey, this reaction sucked. Not, evidence this is the best band ever. Go to hell if you don't think so. All those kind of went away. And it was a lot of, how's your mom? How are you? And that means a lot. It really does. Speaking of someone who, even though you may not know him, I'm kind of getting to know him a little bit. Another good friend that I've met on this channel. Everyone knows him as Asshat, but I know him by his regular name, and it's not Asshat, by the way. Okay, but Asshat says, greeting, brethren. You asshole. Time for you and Mike to be introduced to the White Leisure Suit Crew Church of the Cosmic Skull. What he doesn't know is I've already checked them out. Cold Sweat, an even dozen flags now. This was one of the ones he did. to help us raise money for flags. Thank you so much for Asshat. His name really isn't Asshat, but I can't give you any personal information about the guy. But also know that he had a loss in his family at the end of last weekend, and he went through a loss of a very, very close, special family member to him. So you could give him a shout out in the comments. You know, sorry for your loss. Hope you're doing better. Blessings to you. Mean a lot to me. Asshat, this one's for you. This is Church of the Cosmic Skull, and it's called Cold Sweat. Everyone who saw the last one I did with Church of the Cosmic Skull, I didn't even bother trying to describe it because I was fairly shocked. This time, I think I'm going to do a little bit more fun with it because today is Tuesday and I'm feeling a little bit better. We have a lot of What the Hell Wednesdays coming up. I may only do 2 videos today. If I post like 8 or 9, possibly 10 tomorrow, it's just because you guys have sent me so much effed up stuff. It's going to come out on Wednesday. Also with Thursday and Friday, we're going to be back into the groove. Be standing by for a makeup date and time for the stream this week. We're going to find out from the crew to Brock and Mike and David. Oh, both Mikes actually, because Mike Alvarado joined us to play a special role last night. To Brock, Michael, David, Gummy, Eunice, and of course, Chelsea Maybe. Thank you so much for your patience with me. Thank you so much for your sacrifice last night. You guys were so amazing. When I tell you they stayed up, and if you're Eunice and Gummy, they stayed up until literally the next morning going, are you okay? Is everything okay? Just super awesome people. And I appreciate every single one of you. It really means a lot. You know, considering 2020, we all seem to be kind of on our own, alone in the world, facing all the horrors of last year. It's really cool to have friends. So this is Church of the Cosmic Skull. The song is called Cold Sweat, and I'm so nervous about this one. Here we go. Oh, my name is OldSkuleNerd. Please check us out. Like and subscribe to this video. The link to this video will be in the description below. Please check it out. Check us out on OldSkuleNerd.com. It's got all of our social media posts, the Patreon for those who want to help support the channel. Thank you very much. And the merchandise store. Oh, here we go. Ooh. His name is Brother Bill. His name is Brother Bill. Okay, for those who missed the last one, Church of the Cosmic Sun has this kind of this shtick or motif or theming where they kind of do see if I can break it down. Fleetwood Mac, they sound a lot like classic Fleetwood Mac, which is a good thing, okay? Meets Bray Wyatt from the WWE, okay? When the Wyatt family first came out, meets Cape Fear, meets Jim Jones, and then they all get together, smoke a lot of weed, and make music. That's the best way I could describe it to you. Also, pretty much anything that has to do with there's no mistakes, just happy accidents. Yeah, Bob Ross would have loved this band. So let's check this out, Brother Bill. Okay, Brother Lawrence. Okay, drum set. By the way, anyone else notice that they don't have to use crappy videography? Like they could trim out that green screen and everything, but they're doing it so 70s style with the rainbow banner all the way around. But then, it's not smooth. It's actually cut off with a red square in the corners. And the rapid zoom in, it's not even stable. And when they zoom in, the camera bounces because it's 70s is all hell. Late 60s, early 70s. It's great stuff. He did not do the stop turn look. Favorite part? His black socks. Okay, as creepy as this is, and it is, it's hilariously creepy to me. It is also very, very cool. If I was to listen to this music, right, and I didn't have to watch this video, I would listen to this in the car. I would be like, dude, this is so swanky, man. It's very swanky. It's really cool. If you're a fan of Fleetwood Mac, you would love this band, the way they sound. However, the lead singer does sound a lot like a mellowed out Zakk Wylde. He really does. That's why when I first did a reaction to them, I called him Whack Zyled, because he sounds so much like him. But it has a really groovy Fleetwood Mac style to it. But yeah, the video will creep you out. If you could just ignore the video and realize that they are white Leisure Suit Society and not Black Label Society, you're going to be okay with it. I really can't get enough of his vocal styling. It's so Zakk Wylde, but if Zakk Wylde just stayed calm. Speaking of Zakk Wylde and Black Label Society, if this band ever does a song called In This River, I am not getting in. Hell no.
On and on, 'cause you're coming on, they're coming, and it's better no matter what. You never woke 'em with a cold sweat. No, you never talk about it. You never talk about it. You never talk about it. You never talk about it anymore. You never talk about it anymore. You never woke 'em with a cold sweat.
The stare and turn, that creeps me out so bad. This Weird Al Yankovic looking mother hugger, this dude looks like if Phil Collins and Lars had a love baby and he played the organ and wore black socks with white shoes. All of this really will really fuck you up. But it is so swanky. How can you not love it? Really, how can you not love it? I'm sure some of you hate this, but it's so, for my age, this is really cool, man. Because I remember in the back of my dad's car, he's driving out, and I'm in the back seat, I got my G.I. Joes, my Transformers. He's got some Fleetwood Mac playing. This is what this reminds me of. Those are great times for me, man. They should be great times for you. Seriously. Luckily, you can't see the creepiness if it's being played in your car on your iTunes or your Amazon Music. So you can just chill out to this stuff. It's really good. Are they singing about Fight Club? You don't talk about it? Is that what it is? Side profiles? Or are they just practicing for mugshots whenever they go on some kind of crazy killing spree? These are questions you ask. Actually, these are just questions I think about. And then I ask them because this is my reaction channel.
Just as fast as you can. Go any faster than you ever ran. Go down, go down, go down, go the water coming to draw. On and on, you never turn your head, you never turn your head, you never turn. You never walk with a cold sweat. No, you never.
He is not doing that. He's not doing the lean, the front stance with the ooh, and he's looking at the camera with the what is it? What's the name of the gum? It's all the rainbow colors, color burst gum or something. Yeah. Okay. When I said I had a weird weekend, apparently that extended to today. No, you did not do that. Okay, he was really creeping me out with the dead stare, and that was bad enough. But when he did this,
You never walk with a cold sweat.
Dick.
No, you never talk about it. You never talk about it. You never talk about it anymore. You never walk him with a cold sweat. No, you never talk about it. You never talk about it, never talk about it. You never talk about it anymore. You never walk him with a cold sweat. No, you never talk about it. You never talk about it. You never talk about it anymore.
Stop doing that. You don't, it's funny, but it gets to a point where people start giving you papers that say you can't go anywhere near an elementary school. He's not a keyboardist, he's a wizard. When they're not doing this, he's a wizard in D&D. That looks like some wizard shit that a wizard would do. If a wizard was Brock, that's how he would cast. If Brock, the elephant monk in our game, if he was a wizard, this is how he would cast spells. Ready? Here's Brock casting a spell. If he was a wizard in our D&D game. Go, Brock! That would be him casting a spell.
Talk about it. You never talk about it. You never talk about it anymore. You never talk about it anymore. You never walk me with a cold sweat. No, you never talk about it. No, you never talk about it. You never talk about it. You never talk about it. You never talk about it anymore. You never talk about it. Never talk about it. Never, 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 never talk about it. You never walk me with a cold sweat.
They go up 2 or 3 like a half octave, right? And they change the vocal. And the way they kick into it is literally by having the organist kick into it. No, you can't make this up. And I have a good imagination. You guys have seen it. You can't make, no. You can't make it up. Well, I do. Yeah. So here's the thing. Yeah, I subscribe to them. Only because that's funny stuff. Okay, here's the thing. They are odd, obviously. It is a little. It's a little niche kind of thing. If you're a fan, like I said, if you're a fan of Fleetwood Mac, you love the sound. If you love the sound of Zakk Wylde, you're gonna love Wax Zyled and the White Leisure Suit Society. It's catchy. It's really catchy. Bizarre, yes, bizarre. But that's what makes it great. And I'm glad I started off the week with this one. Oh Lord. Thank you for all your support, guys. Appreciate you.